So I will start to tell some of the story so for you guys, and I will call someone to answer my question. The first one is 15B, 15B, Nene, right? And the last one Q. Q. So this is your question. What is the last happened? What is the last happened event in the story? And what is the name of school? I will tell you the story, so please answer this one. Okay, about 50 years ago, 50 years ago, have some student in the Srinthorn school write the letter to Neil Armstrong. She wants to meet him because she thinks he was a very amazing person. He was a very amazing person because he can went to the moon. He can went to the moon and did the difficult things. And she thought this is the inspiration. This is the inspiration. So she wants to meet him. And finally, they meet each other. This is the real story about 50 years ago. Some students from the Srinthorn school could meet Neil Armstrong because she sent a letter to Neil Armstrong or astronaut that we know. So I will ask the first one. Nene, what is the last happened event? What is the last happened event in the story? You can call someone to help you. You can call someone to help you. You can call someone to help you. Hurry. This one. Nanapat. Okay. Nanapat, can you tell your friend what is the last happened event in the story? Like she likes Neil Armstrong, right? Okay. And this picture show you they meet each other. Okay? And the last one, Q. What is the name of school that she from, the student? What is the name of school? You can call someone to help you. Choose one person. Which one? Singto. Okay, Singto, what is the name of school? Sirin what? Tell me, it's fine. Okay, I will tell you the name of school is Srinthorn School, but Srinthorn School is in Surin Province. You know Surin Province? Good morning, everyone. Today I will teach you in the vocabulary part. I have only 4 words to teach you. Okay, let's go. The first one, I will turn on the audio for you 2 times, and after that you have to repeat together. Okay, let's go.
Astronaut.
Again.
Astronaut.
Repeat together. Astronaut. The meaning of astronaut is a person who works in the space or travel in the space like you see in the picture. Is in our world? No, he's outside our world. So this is the example sentence. I will turn on the audio for you 2 times, and I want all of you repeat it.
Astronauts collected samples for scientists.
Again, one more time.
The 2 astronauts collected samples for scientists.
Okay, repeat together. Okay, the 2 astronauts is a plural. Focus on S is a plural because this is noun and FS, so this one is plural. And collected symbol for scientists. Okay? I want all of you to know this is the picture of the meaning of astronaut. Next one. Next one. Okay, repeat together.
Scientist.
Your turn. Scientist. Great job. The meaning of scientist is expert person. Expert person or the person who works with a science. Science like a chemical, like a lab. You know lab or a chemical? Yes. The meaning of scientist is an expert who works with this one. And I will show you the example sentence. It's the same sentence. So this time you have to repeat better. Okay, man?
Astronauts collected samples for scientists.
One more time.
The two astronauts collected samples for scientists.
Okay, repeat together. Great job. For the third one, sample. Sample, the meaning of sample is a group of things or stuff or person who show out of last symbol. So I will turn on audio for you 2 times.
Sample.
Repeat together. Sample. Great job. Sample. And show you the example sentence.
Astronauts collected samples for scientists.
One more time.
The two astronauts collected samples for scientists.
Okay, this time for your turn. Together, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, hi guys. Can you read this sentence to your friend? Can you read this sentence to your friend? 1, 2, 3, go.
The two astronauts collected sample for scientists.
Wow, it's very handsome. Great job. Okay, the next one. And the last word, I will call someone. Okay, I know. The first time I will turn on the audio for you first.
Print.
Again.
Footprint.
Footprints. One more time.
Footprint.
Okay. Winner. Can you read this word for your friend? 1, 2, 3, go. Give a big hand to your friend. The meaning of footprint is the mark made by person and or normal. The mark made by person or animal foot. And this is the example
And
sentence.
footprints are still on the moon.
Again, one more time.
The flag and footprints are still on the moon. And footprints are still on the moon. The flag and footprints are still on the moon.
Repeat together. The flag and footprints are still on the moon. Okay. And this is all of vocabulary that I teach you today. For the second part, okay, listen. For the second part, we will talk about grammar, but it's an easy one, like past simple, only past simple. So I will call แก้มบุ๋ม. When we talk about past, we will focus on verb 1 or verb 2. Past, we will focus on verb 1 or verb 2. Great job. When we talk about past, we will focus on verb 2. This is will be your exam, your midterm exam. So please focus on it. We will use past simple when we talk about the situation that happened in the past. Okay? So I will show you 3 structures. this one. Negative sentence we start with subject did and follow the did is not. Did not. Don't, do not. Or doesn't. Did not. And after that verb infinitive and add object. Okay? One more time. Negative sentence start with subject did not and verb infinitive and object. The last one is a question sentence. You have to start with did and after that subject and after that verb infinitive and don't forget. Sorry, don't forget the question mark. Don't forget the question mark because it's a question sentence, okay? It's a question sentence. Don't forget the question mark. This is example sentence of past simple. So I will ask someone like Sinto. Sinto. Which one is the subject? Which one is the subject? Which one is the subject? Which? Yes, Armstrong. So JJ, which one is a verb to? Which one is a verb to? Verb to, which one? Which one? Yes, great job. Okay, next, I will ask another person. Tui Nui. Which one is the subject of this sentence? Which one? Which one is the subject? Which one? The astronaut is the subject and Suthasini, which one is verb to? Great job, collected. Move to your activity. You have to make the sentence by using past simple. Again, you have to make sentence by using past simple tense. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You have to order the word by use past sentence. Order the word by use past sentence. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. I will give you about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah. You can talk with me in English, okay? Talk with me in English.
5 minutes left. Only 3 sentences.
อะไรอ่ะ
Only 3 sentences.
You have to order the word or make the sentence. Okay. After that, you have to
คิดหนักอะแชทฟูกูอะ
what? Find the subject and follow by verb. You know verb and have to be verb too. Okay. Some question is a question. The question sentence have to start with did. Okay. 5 minutes, 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Which one have any questions? You can ask me. Which one have any questions? Okay, don't forget this one has to be verb two. This one has to be verb two. Yes, you have to do good job. Sorry. Yes. Past continuous. If you use past continuous, it has to specific time, like at 11:01. It's a time's up. Okay, give me back. Okay, give me back, and we will check together. I will get your answer sheet because I will give your score. Okay, give me back. Send to your friend and give me back in front of the class. You have to write the question, and after that, listen the sound. I will turn on question by writing your answer.
ให้เขียนค่ะ
Yes, this is your question. So all you get the paper. So don't forget to write your name and your number. After that, I will turn on the audio for all of you 2 times. All this is a passage. Turn on the audio for 2 times and answer my question by writing. Okay, the first part you have to only listen carefully. 1, 2, 3, go.
A billion people were watching an important event on television. What were they watching? Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. Half a billion. Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, he said. The 2 astronauts stayed on the moon for 21 hours and collected samples for scientists back on Earth. They left an American flag and some footprints. The flag and footprints are still there today.
The first our question is, how many people watch this event? Write the question too. How many people watch this event? So this is the first question, and you have to listen for answer. So I will turn on the audio for you 2 times.
Half a billion people were watching an important event on television. What were they watching? Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Okay, one more time.
Half a billion people were watching an important event on television. What were they watching? Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Okay, great job. Now all of you have to get the answer. Do you want to listen again? Okay, one more time.
Half a billion people were watching an important event on television. What were they watching? Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin is the first one who walked on the moon. The second one, Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin is the first one who walked on the moon. Okay, listen carefully. I will turn on the audio for 2 times. This one is very easy.
Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, he said.
One more time.
Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, he said.
Okay. The last.
ดูคำถามนะครับ
Okay. This is your question. Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin is the first one who walked on the moon.
อันนี้แปลว่าอะไร
You can write only the answer. It is difficult. The third question of all of you is how long astronauts stay on the moon? When I ask you about how long, it's about time. How long astronauts stay on the moon? Listen carefully to answer.
The 2 astronauts stayed on the moon for 21 hours and collected samples for scientists back on Earth.
One more time.
ฮะอะไรนะพูดอะไร
The 2 astronauts stayed on the moon for 21 hours and collected samples for scientists back on Earth.
Okay. Do you want to listen again? Okay.
The 2 astronauts stayed on the moon for 21 hours and collected samples for scientists back on Earth.
How long astronauts or 2 astronauts stay on the moon? Are you finished? Okay, great job. This is your last question. What did they leave on the moon? What? When I ask you what, is ask for stuff or things. Again, when they ask you by what, it's ask for stuff or things. What did they leave on the moon?
They left an American flag and some footprints. The flag and footprints are still there today.
Okay, one more time.
They left an American flag and some footprints. The flag and footprints are still there today.
Okay. Do you want to listen again? Yes, okay.
They left an American flag and some footprints. The flag and footprints are still there today.
Okay. We will review all of the questions again and check together. We will review all of the questions again and check the answer together. Okay guys, the first question. How many people watch this event? How many people?
500 million people were watching an important event on television. What were they watching? Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Great job. From the audio, they told you like 500 million people. Okay, your answer is the correct one. Have to be 500 million people. Check it together. 500 million people. And the next one, and the next question. Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin is the first one who walked on the moon. Listen again and check together.
Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, he said.
Okay, so the first one who walked on the moon is Neil Armstrong. Which one, right? Neil Armstrong is the first one. It's correct. Check together, check together. Yes, you can write only Neil Armstrong. You can write only Neil Armstrong or Armstrong. Okay? Move to the third question. The third question. How long astronauts stay on the moon? When I ask you how long, it's time. So check time together.
The two astronauts stayed on the moon for 21 hours and collected samples for scientists back on Earth.
From the sound. How long? They said like 21 hours. 21 hours. This is correct answer. The last question. What did they leave on the moon? What did they leave on the moon? You have to answer like stuff or things. It's not about people.
They left an American flag and some footprints. The flag and footprints are still there today.
From the sound, they said they left the American flag and some footprint. So you can write only American flag and footprints. It's fine. Okay, check it together. And write your score. And write your score beside your answer. And write your score beside your answer. Okay guys, today I will teach you about listening strategy. Listening strategy. The name of this strategy is taking notes. Okay? This is the solution to help you get a better score. And next, what is this one? Taking notes is strategy that you have to concentrate or pay attention or listen carefully and don't try to write all. Don't try to write everything because everything is not every important thing. And write only important things. So I have some questions. What is the important things that you have to write when you listen? Let's go. The important things. The first one is this repeatedly. When you listen something, it will repeatedly. The word that repeat. Like if the story about moon, the word moon will say a lot of times. And the voice is emphasized such as Tita is the first one who someone like here. The word first one is called voice emphasis. Sorry, voice emphasize or emphasis. And final remark is mean concluding. Concluding is an important part of the story. Okay, so let's practice. I will call someone who sleep, who not pay attention to me. Okay, that one have to answer what is the word that you have to note. So you have to listen the audio after this one and tell me 3 words. That is important. Tell me only 3 words. That is important. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
500 million people were watching an important event on television. What were they watching? Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, he said. The 2 astronauts stayed on the moon for 21 hours and collected samples for scientists back on Earth. They left an American flag and some footprints. The flag and footprints are still there today.
Okay, you want to listen one more time?
Neil Armstrong.
Yes, about Neil Armstrong. Okay, again, I will turn on the audio for the last time.
Half a billion people were watching an important event on television. What were they watching? Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind, he said. The 2 astronauts stayed on the moon for 21 hours and collected samples for scientists back on Earth. They left an American flag and some footprints. The flag and footprints are still there today.
Okay, I will call winner. I will call winner. Winner, how do you think which word is important in this story? Winner, which word is important for this story? One word, only one word. Some word that you listen repeatedly. Give me just only one word, it's fine. Again, great job. The first one is moon. And after that I will call like Nene, right? Nene, okay. The second word, he said moon. Moon is important word. And the second word, when you listen the story, I will give you a choice like scientist, astronaut, or photographer. Which one? Scientist, astronaut, or photographer? Great job, astronaut. And the last one, I will call focus. Okay, the last one is about order. The story talks about some order like third, second, first. Which order that you listen from the story? Third, second, or first? Which one? Again? Third? Okay. So let's check together. Okay, everyone. This is the words that is very important from the story because astronaut is said 2 times. Moon too is said 2 times. But the first man is emphasized, the wow is emphasized. Like Neil Armstrong is the first man who stay on the moon. Like that.